Well, good morning once again. So it is Wednesday, January the 6th. We're already halfway through the first week back of 2021. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Up to the Minute. We've got your HCC news and information. This week, we're doing abbreviated shows because we're promoting a very important campaign we have going on at Houston Community College. It's called Secure Your Seat. The campaign, though, is ending on Friday. Here to tell us more about it, we've got Dr. Monique Umphrey, and she is the president of HCC's Northeast College. Good morning, Dr. Umphrey.
Good morning, Todd.
It's good to see you with us this morning. I know we're about to head into a very important semester, and I know a lot of students are wanting to get back in. There may be some concerns for students, but we'll talk more about that in a minute. Let's talk about the Secure Your Seats campaign, because from what I'm hearing, last semester we noticed a number of our current students in the fall of 2020 had not yet registered for the spring, and this campaign was launched, and you're taking efforts to get out there and really bring those students back on board.
So we recognize that so many of our students had questions and concerns, and we wanted to give them, top shelf access. If you think about the red carpet experience, this is our red carpet experience for our returning students. So with the Secure Your Seat campaign, it's an opportunity for them to be able to leverage all of the resources that we have and to register early, get the classes that they want, the professors that they want, the times that they want, by getting in early, and also have a chance to get some HCC swag. So there's never a problem with that.
We're going to talk more about that swag because it's a big deal. We got swags and big ticket items up for grabs. All you have to do is register. But registering early, since I've been at HCC, we've always been telling students, register early, you get the best choice of classes. But really with this new world we're living in, you want to get the right class at the right time, at the right schedule. And if you have to go on a campus for, say, a lab-based course, those are very small. So it's very important now, I imagine, to register early more than it ever has.
Oh, absolutely. As I meet with our students and I'm having conversations with them, the one thing that I always consistently hear from the students is they want specific instructors. They'll tell me, I would rather wait if it doesn't show a professor or whatever. So they want to know which professor they're signing up for, and all of them have favorite professors. So having access to early registration is a key for them to be able to get the type of schedule that they want. So in this day and age, students, we recognize that they're battling a lot of different things with their priorities and time. And so it's really critical that in the limited time that they have, they can get the classes that they want that fits the schedule that they have, whether it's a work schedule that needs to be accommodated, or if they have childcare responsibilities or whatever it is, or it's just getting a favorite professor. We're here to make sure that that happens for them.
And just if you want to register early, we encourage you to do so. You can go to hccs.edu/now. So that link will be up throughout the show and also in the social media post for the show. It's one link. It takes you to there, and you can apply online, register, and it's a very quick process. Dr. Umphrey, I know when we were in person and we had registration on our campuses, the last 2 weekends leading up to the semester, we had, I know we had people on campuses helping students register in person. And a lot of the students waited to the last minute because of financial concerns. But I know you're here to say that we've got financial aid available and many other options for our students as well.
Absolutely. So in addition to robust financial aid opportunities, we have really committed financial aid professionals who are here to assist them with their questions. We have a dedicated staff of student services support team members who can help guide them in the right direction to apply for scholarships or even to introduce them to all of the aid that's available. And then another critical thing is we have launched, again, when they contact their student services professionals, we have numerous resources from a technology perspective available to the students. We have laptops that they can purchase. We have even assistance, a lot of students noted that I had several students to tell me that they had several family members, siblings that made it hard for them to study and concentrate at home. So we have dedicated study space for the students on our campuses. We have external Wi-Fi. Maybe if the student has a car and they want to drive up to one of our campuses, they can sit in the parking lot and do their work from their laptop. So we're trying to make as many resources available. The great thing is HCC is a large institution with a lot of resources. So we want students to be able to leverage all of the resources that we have. And we have so many dedicated professionals who are here to help them. Whether it is connecting them with, we have partnerships with a lot of the technology providers, AT&T, Comcast, so we want to make sure that the students know all of the resources. I could talk to you for another 45 minutes about all of the resources that are available, but I want to make sure that they know if they schedule some time with their student services support team members, then that person can really show them all that's available. But overall, the thing that I want them to know is that we have resources for them to help them to be successful, that will allow them to concentrate and fulfill their academic and career goals.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because it's a very important subject. I think if we've learned anything over the last, we're going into 10 months of this shutdown, we've learned there's a digital divide in this country. It's real for high school students, it's real for elementary, middle school students, and really for college students as well. Not everybody has access to Wi-Fi or the devices they need to continue their education. And I'm glad you brought that up because HCC does notice that our students have some leaps and obstacles in their way, and you're here to help that as well.
Absolutely. If I had one magic wish, it would be that we would have universal broadband for all students across the country. But in the meantime, HCC is here to make sure that our students have the resources that they need. And so we have gone to great lengths to make sure that our students, when they express a need, that we're able to connect them with the resources that help them. Because in a world now where increasingly everything is digital, we want to make sure that our students have the resources they need and the support that they need to be, to not just to survive in a digital world, but to thrive. So that's critical.
And you were talking about the support, not just technology, but I know over the holiday break, you had staff that was available to help students really with their questions, because we did realize that students may have questions. We may be shut down for a break, but there's still students out there who want to register. How did that work for your staff? Were they out there answering a lot of questions?
Yes, I talked to our student services dean, Dr. Ken Holden, yesterday, and he was briefing me on the amazing responses that we had from our students. We had members from HCC staff in person during various times, and then we also had the Zoom lobbies that were available. So we had record numbers of students coming in and scheduling time. Many students are starting to leverage the Zoom lobbies where they can talk to their student support professionals from the comfort of their home via Zoom and be able to get their questions answered that way. But we also have student services professionals that are available if a student schedules in advance to come in person, because there are some people that are still uncomfortable with this transition. And the great thing is the professionals that we have are so dedicated and understanding and are willing to do whatever it takes to help the students make the connections, find the resources, and get what they need so that they can be successful this semester.
You mentioned the Zoom lobbies, and folks, if you aren't familiar with that, if you go to our homepage, hccs.edu, you'll see a link right there on the homepage that'll take you to the virtual lobby. That was something that was established by Student Services this past summer to deal with questions during the pandemic. We have Zoom meetings available. You can send them an email, they'll email you back or schedule a phone call. And as Dr. Umphrey, as you're mentioning, there are some limited services on campuses, but you must register ahead of time. Don't just show up.
No, that's critical. One thing that I'm hearing from students when they're unsure about safety, they want to make sure that we have put protocols in place. And I can assure you that we've gone to great details to ensure that the students and our staff members are safe. So our deans, our faculty members, Our support staff and our campus facility teams have worked diligently over the last 10 months to ensure that we have the safest environments possible, and that we've even tweaked things over time as we've learned more. We've continued to tweak and improve our safety protocols to ensure that our face-to-face environments are as safe as possible for our students and our staff and faculty.
And if students haven't been on an HCC campus in a while, things are going to look a lot different. There are screening measures in place, all for the safety of our students, but also our faculty and staff and the general public as well.
Absolutely. If you haven't been on campus in a while, it does look quite different. Behind me, you see the North Line art galleries, but no matter where you go at HCC now in person, you will be required to go through a screening to make sure that you meet the CDC guidelines. And, we enforce social distancing, and we are asking everyone to wear their face coverings. And if the student is there for a face-to-face lab, we, make sure that we are following the CDC guidelines from a social distancing perspective. And cleaning protocols are being adhered to in a very rigorous manner to ensure again, the safety for each of our students and our faculty and staff. That's critical right now.
Absolutely. And Dr. Umphrey, you mentioned at the top of the show about the swag that's available for students. Okay, here's the deal. This campaign ends on January the 8th, which is this coming Friday. But if you register now, they get a chance to win some things.
So our students are always looking for great HCC swag, but this is just a great opportunity to take advantage of. And in addition to being able to register and get the classes that you want, how cool is it to be able to have HCC labeled swag and be able to, study and show off your swag when you go to the library or even with your friends and family at home. It's just nice to be able to have the HCC material. Normally I have my HCC mug right here as I drink coffee, but yeah, everybody is excited about all of the different opportunities that we have to get some specially branded material just for this campaign.
That's right. So there's some specially branded materials, some things you can win, but most importantly, you can register early, get those classes you need. Don't wait to do that. hccs.edu/now is where you'd go to register. Okay, Dr. Umphrey, I want to talk to you about the Northeast College. Usually on Fridays, I'm sure you're aware of this, but Dr. Jimmy Adams is on our show because I know he's your COO, but he's also our resident poet here. And he gives us a little bit of update of how things are going on at the Northeast College. From your perspective, let's talk about how it's looking going into the next semester.
Well, we're really excited. When I mentioned that our faculty, staff, student services teams, our campus facility teams, everybody has been working in concert. One thing that I can say over the last 10 months, we've been more integrated at HCC, not just at Northeast, but in HCC overall, working together across campuses. When I think about the amount of passion that I've seen by our faculty and staff to ensure that the students have a safe environment, and then the latest in programming and curriculum offerings, it starts with, let's say, our commercial truck driving team. When I look at what they have done to ensure that there was a huge waiting list at the beginning of the pandemic, and they have by Christmas got all of the students in that had expressed an interest. They were able to get them through because that was one of the first programs that HCC offered up as a special exception for face-to-face training. And then I think about public safety. They have submitted a curriculum for drones for public safety to have special training, and I was able to see the demo. It's amazing what they're able to do with the drones. The faculty member showed where he allowed me to operate the drone, and I could zoom in to the park 2 miles away and see clarity. And
it's amazing.
It's amazing what the drones are able to do for search and rescue operations now, and the technology that's being leveraged. So these are the type of new programs that our public safety team is coming up with. They're launching a new 911 dispatch operation program that was approved. So that will be available to students with global energy. With the ITE program, they've launched they're working on launching a pole line workers program, a wind turbine program. So there's just a lot in store, a lot of excitement, a lot of new programs. Overall, we're trying to ensure that every student that is looking to earn a family sustaining wage is able to do that at HCC in an environment. The one thing we stress at Northeast is hospitality. So
Sure.
we treat every student as if they're a fellow family member, and we want them to have that sense of belonging, know that they belong here, know that they're valued, and know that we care about their outcomes. So we're really excited about all the new programs in place and all of the new changes that we've been doing. We've talked about the ROC before, the Resilience Operations Center, the Regional Resilience Operations Center. That will be up in 2022, which is another opportunity for first responders to learn about water rescue.
Yeah.
And just about completed the design phase for that. So there's just so much that we're doing. It's bubbling with excitement with all of the opportunities that we have at Northeast right now.
Well, one thing I wanted to mention, and we always love covering, is your Automotive Technology Center of Excellence. And you've got a facility at your North Forest campus that, you've just hit it out of the park with that facility. It's incredible. And these students can go through these programs and go work for specific automotive manufacturers for high demand, high paying, jobs.
Absolutely. So David Vogel is our dean for automotive, and they've got partnerships with Saab, Volvo, Toyota. It's just really impressive what students are able to do. Like you said, come in and within a year they
Yeah.
can take the classes and be ready to go to work. When I think about the faculty members, their dedication, I would be remiss if I didn't mention we lost a member of our family, Richard Hackmack, over the break.
Oh,
And
wow.
and when I say it's a family, I mean it.
Yeah.
It's
We've
all
had
of-
Richard on our shows, and I'm astounded to hear that. And my condolences to all of you and his family as well. Wow.
But yeah, so we do have a great facility over there, and most importantly, we have faculty members who really care about our students. So,
Sure. It's, that's a tough thing, losing anyone, much less a faculty member who and like you said, it's like losing a family member. Dr. Umphrey, we're so sorry to hear that, but we are very inspired to hear about all the things that are going on at the Northeast College. When you think workforce training, high demand programs with high pay. I mean, everything from the lineman thing that you've got, in the future, all of these jobs are very well needed, and people can get short-term training and get out there in the workforce.
one thing that I didn't explicitly say, you mentioned high demand jobs. When you think about the first responders, we've held the first responders up across the nation.
Yeah.
The majority of Houston's first responders are trained on the Northeast campus.
That is amazing.
It doesn't get any more serious than that.
Yeah.
And when I say that they have not hesitated to think about what they can do to ensure that our students are safe, because these are the students that are on the front lines. So our EMS professionals, Police Academy, Fire Academy, they're being prepared for the real world.
A lot of exciting things going on at the Northeast College. Dr. Umphrey, we appreciate you joining us this morning. We wish you the best going into spring 2021, and let's get this campaign rolling.
Let's have a great year, Todd.
Thanks a lot, Dr. Umphrey. Stay safe, and we look forward to seeing you in person soon.
Thank you.
Once again, folks, you can register now. Now is the time to register. Go to hccs.edu/now. Register early. We, of course, will wrap up the show for today. We'll be back, though, tomorrow on Up to the Minute. We're live all this week at 10 a.m. We'll see you tomorrow.